Thrones. We're on season 1, episode 3. This one is called Lord Snow. So guys, from the last episode, we did see that Bran did wake up after Lady, one of the dire wolves, died at the end of the episode, which of course Ned had to take her life. It was just terrible. Of course, the king ordered it because of his wife, and I think that's her son Joffrey. I don't think I'm gonna like Joffrey. It just seems like Joffrey is an arrogant, how can I say it? An arrogant prick. Like, that's just kind of how I can really put it. The actor who plays Joffrey plays him so well. Playing that part, the casting of the show is phenomenal because he's the perfect guy. He reminds me of a Malfoy type of, from Harry Potter. Like, he has a type of aura about him. I don't think I'm gonna like Joffrey as a character really at all. I just don't see it yet. Maybe it could change my mind, but I'm probably in the right direction with him, with how I feel about Joffrey. Definitely how he treated the butcher guy, of course, Ned's daughters, and he's just arrogant, terrible, and of course the king's wife, horrible, and we all know she did that nasty stuff with his twin. I will never forget that. I know that went over my head in the original reaction until someone told me. Like, I know there's so many details you got to pay attention to. I'll obviously, like I said, with first watches, it's going to be definitely tough to get every little thing, but of course I'll make sure I pay attention as best I can and basically hear what everyone is saying. But yeah, anyway guys, make sure you guys go on, of course, on the Patreon page, and of course consider supporting the channel. The full reaction will be on there. Of course, I will appreciate any support that does come around. Guys, I'm looking forward to getting to this next one, so let's just check this out.
Welcome, Lord Stark. Grand Maester Pycelle has called a meeting of the small council. If you'd like to change into something more appropriate.
I think that's gonna be fine. I don't know why they should care.
Thank the gods you're here, Stark. About time we had some stern northern leadership.
Glad to see you're protecting the throne.
Steady old thing. How many king's asses have polished, I wonder?
He's very brave, your brother. And your father, too. He didn't deserve to die like that. Nobody deserves to die like that.
You just stood there and watched.
500 men just stood there and watched. All the great knights of the Seven Kingdoms. You think anyone said a word, lifted a finger? No, Lord Stark.
Much as I don't like him, he has a point.
500 men, and this room was silent as a crypt. I watched the Mad King die. I remembered him laughing as your father burned. It felt like justice.
So what you tell yourself at night? You're a servant of justice. That you were avenging my father when you shoved your sword in Aerys Targaryen's back. You served him well. When serving was safe.
Ow, please, it's nearly healed.
It's ugly.
A king should have scars. You fought off a dire wolf. You're a warrior, like your father.
I'm not like him. I didn't fight off anything. It bit me, and all I did was scream.
You spared the girl because of the love your father bears her father.
I didn't.
When Aerys Targaryen
Stop lying to that boy.
Your father was a rebel and a traitor.
God, she's gaslighting him.
He'll sit on the throne, and the truth will be what you make it.
Allow the Northerners too much power. They consider themselves our equals.
How would you handle them?
I double their taxes and command them to supply 10,000 men to the Royal Army.
The Royal Army?
Oh, hell no.
Why should every lord command his own men? It's primitive. No better than the hill tribes. We should have a standing army of men loyal to the crown, trained by experienced soldiers instead of a mob of peasants who've never held pikes in their lives.
The Northerners rebel?
I'd crush them. Seize Winterfell and install someone loyal to the realm as Warden of the North.
They fight for you or their lord?
For me, I'm their king.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna be a
just
great
invaded
king.
Their homeland. Ask them to kill their brothers.
I'm not asking.
The North cannot be held. Not by an outsider. It's too big and too wild.
Enough of that, young lady. Eat your food.
I'm practicing.
Practicing for what?
The prince.
Hiya, stop.
He's a liar and a coward, and he killed my friend.
The hound killed your friend.
The hound does whatever the prince tells him to do.
You're an idiot.
You're a liar, and if you told the truth, Mikel would be alive.
Enough.
Go away.
Aya, open the door. This is no toy. Little lady shouldn't play with swords.
I wasn't playing. And I don't want to be a lady.
Come here.
She wants to be a warrior.
You know the first thing about sword fighting?
Sticking with the pointy end.
That's the essence of it.
I asked Micah to practice with me. I asked him. It was my fault.
Oh, sweet girl, no, no.
I hate all of them. The Hound, the Queen and the King, and Joffrey and Sansa.
Sansa was dragged before the king and queen and asked to call the prince a liar.
So was I. He is a liar.
Shh, darling, listen to me.
You gotta know how to play the game.
Sansa will be married to Joffrey someday.
How can you let her marry someone like that?
True. It's really complicated.
Look at me. You're a Stark of Winterfell. You know our words. Go on. It's yours.
Oh, good. She has
I can
needle.
keep it.
Try not to stab your sister with it. Better know how to use it.
She's gonna know.
Oh, my sweet summer child, what do you know about fear? Fear is for the winter, when the snows fall 100 feet deep. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts.
Wow.
And women smothered their babies rather than see them starve. In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time. They swept through cities and kingdoms, riding their dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds.
What are you telling him now?
Only what the little lord wants to hear.
That was scary, though. It's just like the way she's telling it.
Still don't remember anything?
Rather be dead.
Don't ever say that.
I'd rather be dead.
Wow. He doesn't remember, and that sucks. Damn.
Fewer eyes back here, my lady.
Hopefully the memory will come back.
You know whose dagger this is?
I must admit I do not.
Well, well, this is an historic day. Something
Does he?
you don't know that I do.
There's only one dagger like this in all of the Seven Kingdoms. I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister. The imp.
Oh. Oh. She got an answer.
Oh! You'd be dead. You think Ned Stark's bastard bleeds like the rest of us?
He's a better warrior. Wow.
Well, Lord Snow, it appears you're the least useless person here. Go clean yourselves up. There's only so much I can stomach in a day.
Several such establishments I own.
You're a funny man. Huh? A very funny man.
Ned!
He hates him.
Got my nose busted.
It's an improvement.
Throw you over the wall. I wonder how long it'd take you to hit.
What you looking at, Halfman?
I'm looking at you. Yes. You've got an interesting face. Perhaps I'll write to my sister, the Queen, about it.
Start leaving.
We'll talk later, Lord Snow.
I'll go to war with them if I have to. They can write a ballad about us.
Oh my god.
A war for Cersei's cunt.
Oh my god.
Let me go.
This is sick.
Let me go.
Ned Stark, the king, the whole bloody lot of them, until you and I are the only people left in this world.
This relationship's so sick. Oh my god. Oh, I cringe. I cringe.
Stood over him, hammer in the air.
Right before I brought it down, he shouted, "Wait! Wait!" His wife had been making him miserable. His sons would be ingrates. And he'd be waking 3 times in the night to piss into a bowl. Wine! Lancel. Gods, what a stupid name. What are you doing?
It's empty, Your Grace.
What do you mean it's empty?
There's no more wine.
Is that what empty means? So get more.
Yeah, hurry.
Tell your cousin to get in here. Kingslayer!
Yeah, he's obviously gonna backstab
Surrounded
the king
by
soon, man.
monsters.
You'll backstab the king in a heartbeat.
Every time I close my eyes, I see their blonde hair and their smug, satisfied faces.
Tell them all to stop.
You want the entire horde to stop? For how long?
Until I command them otherwise.
You're learning to talk like a queen.
Not a queen. A Khaleesi.
You dare! You give commands to me. To me. You do not command the dragon. I am Lord of the 7 Kingdoms. I don't take orders from savages or their sluts. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Say you should take ear to teach respect. Please.
I actually like the sight of this. That's insane. Choking with the whip like that?
All right. Kill these Dothraki dogs!
We return to the Khalisar, Khaleesi.
Arrogant brother.
You walk.
Yeah. He hasn't got treated like that in a while. Oh, what? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty much like an elevator. Wow.
I wanted to be here. When you saw it for the first time. I'll keep warm.
Enjoy the capital.
Oh, I always do.
I think he's starting to like me. Going below.
Aye.
He definitely is likable.
And out the other side.
What are you doing? When was last time you bleed, Khaleesi? You change, Khaleesi.
She's pregnant?
It's a good thing.
She's pregnant?
Easier to handle.
Oh,
It's a good
man.
weapon.
There are less than 1,000 of us now. We can't man the other castles on the wall. We can't properly patrol the wilderness. We've barely enough resources to keep our lads armed and fed.
Because if the walkers pop up, man, they're done. Because they don't got enough.
Merak.
Probably telling him about the baby.
Sorry to see you leave, Lannister.
It's either me or this cold, and it doesn't appear to be going anywhere.
Will you stop at Winterfell on your way south?
I expect I will. Gods know there aren't many feather beds between here and King's Landing.
Tomorrow you will be here at midday.
Who are you?
Your dancing master, Syrio Forel.
Trainer?
Tomorrow you will catch it. Now pick it up.
Too heavy.
It is heavy as it needs to be to make you strong. Just so. One hand is all that is needed. Now you are standing all wrong.
That's cool.
Turn
She
your body
training.
side face. Steel must be part of your arm. Can you drop part of your arm?
Yeah, it's like an extension of your arm.
9 years, Syrio Forel was first sold to the Sea Lord of Bravos. All men are made of water. Do you know this? If you pierce them, the water leaks out, and they die. Now you will try to strike me.
Boom.
Dead? Oh.
dead. Very dead. Fast.
Alright guys, another great episode for Game of Thrones. So yeah, Arya is now getting trained to use a sword. Of course, she wants to learn. She really, you can see she's definitely into it. And, you know, this is exactly what she wants to do. Is I think she really wants to be like a warrior and, you know, of course, be out there. She doesn't want to be a girl or like a woman or a lady. She doesn't want to be that. She actually wants to be out there in the field and, you know, of course, you know, be able to fight. That's pretty much what she wants to do. And, you know, you can see, you know, of course, her father, you know, Ned was, you know, it's like, I think memories were coming back to him. Of course, it ended abruptly there at that point. I was expecting it to keep going, but I think it's another cliffhanger. They're really good with those cliffhangers, and you just want to continue on with the story and stuff like that. I think Arya's gonna be definitely one of the you know, definitely one of the best warriors out there too, for sure. I mean, you could just see how she's willing to learn and she wants to learn, you know, everything that she wants, you know, everything she can. Of course, I think is Jaime Lannister and Cersei Lannister. Those two trying to make sure that, you know, of course, Bran doesn't talk. They're afraid that he's going to talk. Even though they heard the news that he's awake and he doesn't remember anything, Cersei's just worried that he's going to talk eventually or remember that moment. Of course, Jaime Lannister was like, okay, you know, if he does that, we're going to kill him. We're going to kill everyone else around them, like Ned, everyone. And, you know, of course, James is he's that type of character who would do that, who is going to backstab the king. He's going to do all that type of stuff. He looks like the guy that would, too. And I think, Tyrion, I think that's his name, Tyrion Lannister. You know, he is definitely probably the best one out of pretty much probably all of them. I think, you know, he's very helpful. I think he's definitely going to be a big help in the future for sure. He's going to be a big part of the story, I think. He's very likable too. He's very funny in every way. And of course, though, he's just like, he's a really cool character. He really is. I think, you know, he loves his family. You know, he wants the best for everything that goes around, of course. I think I'm going to like his character a lot. I'm pretty sure I will. We did see like Cersei and Joffrey. You know, of course, Cersei's just basically just gaslighting his son. I mean, you know, basically, you know, Joffrey, and just saying, you know, you're going to be all these things. You got attacked by the wolf. You at least fought off the wolf, I think that's what she said. And it's like, and he was even like, no, I didn't. I got bit. Look at me. She's basically just gaslighting him at that point and just basically lying to him. And, you know, all that type of stuff, saying, you know, you're all these things, you're going to be a great king, you're going to be this. He's going to be, I mean, if he's king, he would be terrible. I mean, that's how I see it. He'd be so bad, like, literally. Just, you know, look how what he said, I'll raise the taxes. If people rebel, I'm going to just, you know, basically smite them, get rid of them, all that type of stuff. So, yeah, he would be a horrible, horrible king. But, yeah, I'm at least getting to know a lot of these characters. Yeah, like Snow. Lord Snow, very good warrior. You know, see how people treating him, but I think people over time will respect him, you know, where he's at. I think over time that's what's going to happen, and it seemed like it was happening when he was training with all the rest of the men and stuff like that, and training them, you know, to basically get better. I think eventually they're all going to respect him at that point. I think I definitely will like, you know, Snow, for sure. What's her name? Daenerys. I think she's going to be probably like the leader of that whole thing, I swear. I think she's trying to take over little by little, and then she's gonna probably be like the leader of that whole thing. And seeing her brother getting basically snatched up by the whip, that was everything I would want to see, because that guy is just terrible too. He's another one. There's just so many characters I gotta remember and get to know. There's so many names. So forgive me if I, you know, mispronounce a lot of names, so very, very sorry about that. Guys, make sure you leave a comment on the video. Make sure you go on the Patreon page, consider supporting the channel. I appreciate the support that does come around. Anyway, guys, so peace and wonderful day. I'll see you next Game of Thrones.